Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Gardens TV. Today we're gonna go through the Xvape and the unboxing of it, what it comes with, and how to disassemble and assemble it. The reason why we brought this product in-house is because there wasn't another option next to the Puffco Peak, okay? So I thought this was a great product to bring in as a secondary. The price tier is much lower, so it's much more affordable. It's a pretty solid product. We saw these guys at Champs 2019 this February here, and I was pretty excited for this product, so we got it in recently, and I'm gonna go through the ins and out with you all on this vape here, okay? So let's dive straight in. This is what it comes with here. It comes with some extra O-rings. This here is actually the carb O-ring here, and it's kind of neat because what it does is it keeps it attached to the actual vaporizer if you look at it right here. So that way you don't lose it, which I thought was a pretty, innovative little gadget to throw in, which is really neat. I thought it would like hang by it instead of dropping it on the surface, but just so you know, it is glass on the carb cap, so when you do bring it down, be soft with it. Detachable mouthpiece, okay? It's a 14 millimeter grommet here, okay? It's not a removable chamber, so it is fixed onto the entire vape, so do be careful with that. That means when you tip it over and this breaks, you have to get a new solid entire centerpiece here, okay? The temperature here runs between 536 degrees to about, I believe, 700, I think, which is a really high number. 752 degrees, okay? 3 settings there, okay? Low, medium, hot. Has 3 different color lights. And you can put water in this chamber here. We're going to open this up right now. Let me show you first, before we open it up, the actual part where you put the concentrates, which is really important to us. The reason being is because the way these are engineered over the last 6 years, 7 years that they have been making vaporizers, I always look at the chamber and see how it's made, and this is what we call the zero surface, okay? Meaning there's nothing that can get below the surface of this chamber here. If you zoom in on it in the light, so you can see a better close up there. So nothing gets lost during the process of the vaporizing process here. And what I mean by that is, if you remember, if you're a vape enthusiast or have been using vaporizers, pens or anything below the surface generally is like a coil that comes up. So that means it gets lost. That means if the coil is sticking up, this surface here can't vaporize the rest of the oils, okay? So that gets clogged, messy, and then all that jazz. So over here, if you look at this just a moment ago, it won't clog. That means whatever you put in there, it's going to get vaporized. Now, my little voice in my head is already telling me we're gonna get a lot of comments asking, can you do dry herbs? No, I don't recommend doing dry herbs with this vaporizer here. I'll explain why. You can, but you're gonna lose the excellent factor that this device is designed for oils and concentrates, okay? And the reason being is because when you use dry herbs, you want a lot of volume. You want a bigger chamber, okay? And this is a small chamber just for concentrates. Remember that. So you guys could throw it in there. It will work, but for the guys that have like higher tolerance that wants a big hit, you're gonna hate this product. So don't buy it for dry herbs, only for concentrates, okay? So to remove this, you twist the top off, okay? This one is held on by the O-ring, so it just pulls right off. And it comes with a bowl up here, okay? So the bowl you can purchase separately. See that? It's 510 threading, okay? That's a donut, the zero cartridge here. And then you can unscrew the centerpiece. You can see it twisting, right? That comes right off. So this is actually what is keeping everything together here, okay? This is the breather here. So this is the straw that goes into this tank right there. So you don't want to remove that. That stays in there during the cleaning process of it, okay? And then the entire centerpiece comes off. That's where you're gonna put water in here. All right, this is where you're gonna put your water. You're gonna go about a quarter way up there. You can stand up, it's okay, don't worry about it. So this is the chamber that we're talking about just a moment ago, if you tip it over and this breaks, you have to get a second chamber, okay? So it's only removable from the mouthpiece here. So remember that. It's not like your old school, like, you know, what do you call that? Like water pipes or anything like that. Okay, so let me see here. Now that's pretty much it. This is the O-ring that comes apart here, okay, for cleaning. You don't really want to wet this device, remember that. And just because you put water in this, you won't wet this device because the bottom is solid down here, okay? So when you put it back, you can add water here, but try to avoid letting water touch the USB charger as well as the buttons up here. That's a no-no. You don't want to add water in that. That's not going to be fun, okay? To put it back, it's pretty simple. Just put the O-ring back in. It's got 4 prongs. Just match it up. Drop this back in. Okay. I like to just face it and center it. And then this piece is going to go in first. Okay. That's the power contacts here. So you always want to make sure this gold contact right there, okay? This gold contact is clear and clean and dry. And I'll explain why. So while you're putting this all back together, the most important part is to make sure that that gold connector is dry. So make sure you give it a good wipe down. I'll explain why. Because current and power is running through that area there. That's what powers. It's touching literally this connector here. Do you see that? Okay, so it kind of moves in and out, but that's where all the power and contact is happening. That's where the current is running through. So remember, when you're cleaning this and you're putting it all back together, make sure you dry the gold contact as well as this here, okay? And just making sure the centerpiece is dry. Just get a Q-tip, get right in there. It takes 4 seconds probably. Okay, so just drop it back in, twist it on. You want to come closer. Now you don't want to tighten it too hard. Just snug. Okay, where this part is not twisting, where the centerpiece is not twisting. You don't want to crank it down too hard, because if you strip the threading in the center here, which is what's connected to the center post, all right, this top part connects to the center post. You don't want to strip it. So I'm just going to loosen it up just a little bit. Yeah, it just got to be snug. It doesn't have to be super tight. Okay, now if you look here, the gold part, see that? That's going to connect down here again. So this is really crucial that you keep this specific gold contact with the end of this here, the threading, dry. All right, twist it back in. That goes back on. This just has an O-ring. You just snap it on. Okay, boom, and it is all ready to use. Okay, so great little device, super solid, very heavy. I think it's going to be a good device. I think you guys will like it. We do offer full refund, so if anything goes wrong warranty-wise, we'll take care of that there. You can always click the link below to make a purchase if you can't find us anywhere else. We decided to bring this product in, like I said, just to not compete with the Peak, because it's a different brand, a different name. But this right here, I believe it's something special to offer everyone a water vaporizer, or bubbler water vaporizer to compete with, you know, the Puffco Peak. Okay, so if you found this video informative, please like and share it. And if you want to stay up to date with the current products, you know, please subscribe. And if you guys have any technical questions regarding your vaporizers, your batteries, or any questions in general, please give us a call. The number below here. Until next time, you guys have a great day.